Berkman, aka Shabbat Mom, and I am here in the heart of the Upper West Side at the famous Barney Greengrass on this episode of Shabbat with a Schmear, talking Torah with Rabbi Adam Mintz. Hello, Rabbi.
Hi. This week we begin the book of Shmot of Exodus, and we talk about the enslavement of the Jewish people, and then we talk about the development of Moses. And what an unbelievable scene, thinking about Moses' mother Yocheved, placing him in the bassinet onto the Nile River, his sister Miriam watching from afar, and then later when he's brought into the palace, they're able to bring his mother Yocheved to be the wet nurse. She has no agency, but she's the wet nurse for her son. What do you think she felt like? What do you think Miriam felt like?
Well, first of all, as Shabbat Mom, I'm always thrilled to start the book of Shmot because I have this fantastic Moses action figure that I can put in all kinds of scenarios as the weeks go on, and I visually represent the Parshat HaShavua. Having said that, this is the most not compelling, but poignant and compelling part of the story. The thought as a mother of sending your child away and, as you said, coming into that child's life. Now, they never say, does Moses actually know that the nurse is his mother? I assume, I don't know if it said directly in the Bible, but obviously let's assume that he did. But to hold your son and nourish your son and love your son, and then really not to have any, impact or open relationship with your son must have been so heart-wrenching. And there's an element, I'm sure this is where this Shakespearean concept of the wet nurse actually comes from. Because of course, for example, in Romeo and Juliet, it's always the nurse who loves and cares for and in the end mourns for Juliet. But Moses' mother doesn't have the luxury of expressing her feelings for her child. And so while she is able to see him live and grow and become the Prince of Egypt, as it were, not to really be able to participate in his life must have been so painful. On the other hand, the thought of having someone else raise your child, having 4 children of my own, that's sort of compelling in a good way, but perhaps not in this context.
So I will make you feel a little better that one of the Bible commentators, the traditional Jewish Bible commentators, thinks that when Yocheved, his mother, was chosen as his wet nurse, she actually took him home for a few years, so that she did have agency, and that the morals and the ethics that Moses learned and the ability to protect the Jew against the Egyptian who was attacking him in the field, that he learned from his mother's house during this time.
Oh, see, now that would be perfect for me. I would have the kids when they were little, and then when they're teenagers, which is the position I'm in now, you send them off. That's a good idea.
And hope they learned the lessons from their youth.
No, just send them away. That's the point of the story. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.